Red
Believe it or
Crash.
not, that is MetaFive. He's one of the community ambassadors. That is like the real life picture of MetaFive. If you see him around in Guns of Icarus, tell him Varu still has his picture on the broadcast. Like, that guy really does look like a sky pirate, without a shadow of a doubt. By the way, MetaFive actually gave me permission to use the picture. Let's see, we got a Squid and 2 Galleons versus 2 Galleons and a Squid. It's a very even matchup right here. Still both ships using different weapons. Ooh, that double lumberjack side on the Behemoth. Lady Gash running Manticorn. Fucking A, these builds are horrible. Well, let's just get back to the action. Manticorn lumberjack sides. Captain Roy running his double flag cannons field gun. Double flag cannons field gun on the silly sauce as well. Vade Ocious again running that field gun front flamethrower sides, and that's it, I believe. Oh, doing a good job of getting under the wreckage. Most people consider this a glitch, but if you're, it's really hard to do it. They already capped it. This is bad for blue team. Whichever team captures the point first is usually the team that wins on this map. That's usually a given. Let's see, Captain Roy, the Lucky Duck. Ooh, that's it for the Pogostick going down. Even getting into a bad position, not really taking advantage of his lumberjacks. There we go. Those lumberjacks not really training the use of them, getting some really bad shots in. Let's see, where the hell is Lady Gash? Lady Gash still too far away from the action. Running in a lumberjack Manticorn combo. Believe it or not, that's a very short range combo. Consider the lumberjack's range is not that big. Unless you use less mock rounds. Look at this goldfish just completely in the dirt right now. Just chilling, drinking some tea, enjoying some coffee. What fucking assholes. Whatever. Fuck shit. Kidding, BORNWALD. I know you can hear this. I'm sorry, I love you. Alright, let's see this. Captain Roy's Gentleman's Teabag getting into a turning battle with the... what's this shit called again? Lady Gash. There goes the Pogostick going in for that swoop with the flamethrowers, putting the weapons on fire. Doing a very good job of keeping the Gentleman's Teabag weapons down and out of commission. However, the team switching to the other side already. Man, that was some fast reaction shots right there. Just knocking Pogostick out of the battle. I don't know if you saw that, guys, but Gentleman's Teabag, the crew actually switched sides to deal with the Squid first, and also with the help of the silly sauce, taking out the goldfish in a matter of shots. Oh man, so harsh. Let's see, Lady Gash having the worst of days right now, having a sky crew with the Gentleman's Teabag. Just that lumberjack Manticorn combo, lumberjack not really a lot of damage, actually double lumberjack sides. No, that's Lady Behemoth, never mind. I don't see a lot of damage coming in from Lady Gash right now. Manticorn landing hits, but not really knocking down the hole on the Gentleman's Teabag. Lady Gash going down. Here comes swooping into the action the Behemoth, blocking in those lumberjack sides with the chain gun. Really close range ship right now, not using advantage. The problem is, to get into range, it has to actually face off against these silly sauce. Not really the best positions to be, having actually having 4 flag cannons hitting your ship at the same time. Ooh, 50% hold, 25 gone for the day. He bought the farm. Pogostick having the biggest balls out of all the captains in blue team. Just swooping in there, going straight towards Silly Sauce. Silly Sauce hitting him with that flag cannon. Squid not having the large amount of health. Swooping in with the flamethrowers. The gunners trying to switch to heat sinks. Not having the best of chances doing so. Gentleman's Teabag's trying to switch to a full broadside on the Squid. Squid's gonna be in a really bad spot right now. It's getting into the position and range of the Gentleman's Teabag. Gentleman's Teabag about to start shooting any second now. Oh man, this is gonna be a really bad day for the Squid. Pogostick doing a very good job of keeping Silly Sauce's weapons down for the cap. Here comes the fire, avoiding those shots. What great captaining coming in from the Pogostick. MagnusFaustus just doing amazing. Ooh, the flamethrower from the tail, keeping the down on the Pogostick. This is a bad day for the ship. Pogostick trying to use his speed and maneuverability to get out of the back of that Galleon. See here. We're seeing that Lady Gash is actually engaging Captain Roy, forcing it to switch sides to deal with the more imminent threat. The Lumberjack and that Manticore are extremely dead. The Gentleman's Teabag just starts slowly losing altitude. Ooh, balloons get refilled. Balloons getting damaged again. Ooh, Gentleman's Teabag going down extremely fast. This is bad. Ooh, just getting double teamed right now. Actually, never mind. The Behemoth is shooting down the balloon of the Silly Sauce right now. And the Pogostick is doing an amazing job right now, keeping that flamethrower on that ship. Just amazing. Let's see, both teams actually switching sides. Gentleman's Teabag, being the engineer on that ship, is just amazing, keeping the ship's hull very, very good. Just look at that. Hull hasn't taken any real damage. Hull's actually at 25% last time you saw. It's actually severely hurt. The armor goes up again. Now, if we can see, Vade Ocious is just having a field day. It's Drew just jumping overboard, playing around, horsing around, probably sharing ghost stories down there or something, eating crumpets, whatever. Let's go back to the action. Gentleman's Teabag still on a sky duel with Lady Gash and the Behemoth. The Behemoth actually really not targeting the Silly Sauce right now. Let's see, Pogostick, actually they did manage to bring down and destroy Silly Sauce. Very good work coming in from blue team. That was some very, very good teamwork. Pogostick just showing how good of a captain he is, keeping down all the weapons of that ship. Let's see. I don't think they know that they can't cap at this moment just because this fucking asshole BORNWALD is down here. But what can you do? Well, they can try driving the Galleons down there, but it'll be extremely difficult and stupid hard. Both Galleons in the pit right now, getting into position, putting their good sides to the ship, except for Lady Gash putting its right side, not really taking advantage of that carousel. The Behemoth using that chain gun, double lumberjack, able to pop a balloon. However, the captain, buttons. Captain Roy's Gentleman's Teabag just coming in from the side, using those flag cannons and the range. And you see just the amount of range this flag cannons have. Oh man, Gentleman's Teabag taking a hell of a beating from both those ships right now. Actually, both ships are in a really bad position right now, blocking each other's shots. Never mind. Gentleman's Teabag is taking a hell of a hit from that Manticore and those lumberjacks. However, one ship goes down. That's amazing. The sniping coming in from Silly Sauce is truly amazing. However, Silly Sauce in a bit of a pickle here, coming with Pogostick right on its side. I feel like I'm saying horse names right now. We're doing a horse race, but whatever. Pogostick just having an amazing captain, being able to keep those galleons in line and out of the battle. Gentleman's Teabag able to shut down Lady Gash to score back the thing. BORNWALD, same. BORNWALD being the fucking asshole, staying down there. And the blue team absolutely no idea that BORNWALD is actually contesting the cap point. What a fucker. Anyway, back to the actual action. This fucking asshole's drinking tea down there. You see that the Gentleman's Teabag is actually getting to another sky door with that Pogostick. Pogostick using its speed to get out of range of those flags, not going fast enough. Flags start landing a few hits, not many, knock the ship out of commission. Oh, the Pogostick just took it in the butt, really hard. Let's see, Silly Sauce getting into another engagement with both those Galleons. Lady Gash and the Behemoth. Behemoth really not doing a lot of damage considering that it's absolutely out of range to use those Lumberjacks. Lumberjacks, people don't understand that they're very close range weapon. See here, Lady Gash getting into position to start getting some shots in. Actually, they're not. They're gonna try to go around the sides and behind the Gentleman's Teabag and the Silly Sauce. I think they already understand that they're doing that. They're preparing the full left broadsides. Not really, not preparing. They didn't see it coming. Here comes the Lumberjacks, missing a lot of shots. There the hits. Lumberjack better pick a target. It's flippy flopping between targets. Not really doing a good job of concentrating fire. There goes the balloon of Silly Sauce. Captain Royce getting into position again. Got his gunners out of position. Oh man, they really didn't see that ship coming. They were expecting them to come in from the other side, but the last they didn't. Now, this Galleon just doing a great job of keeping those balloons popped, making those ships bounce. Look at that ship bounce down there. Captain Roy's Gentleman's Teabag just losing altitude like a pig. Getting shot out of the cannon. Oh, look at those hits with the Lumberjack. There goes Silly Sauce. Silly Sauce also losing its balloon, losing altitude again. Here comes Captain Roy Rossing. I think the Behemoth sees them coming up and starts waiting in on them. Nope, still trained on Silly Sauce. We got Lady Gash over here coming in with those Manticorns and that Lumberjack helping out with the damage. However, those Lumberjacks not doing a lot of damage to the hull. Really only more damage to the balloon than anything. Ooh, Silly Sauce getting shut down by the hellfire of Lumberjacks and Manticorn fire. Now it's just to Captain Roy to defend his area. Ooh, never mind. There goes the Behemoth getting shut down by Captain Roy. Flag cannons. Ooh, extremely deadly at short range, long range, whichever range, doesn't really matter. Pogostick coming in, trying to use those flamethrowers to keep Gentleman's Teabag ships down. However, if I know Captain Roy, he already ordered his gunners to use those heat sinks. Oh man, oh man, oh man, this is turning into a really, really heated battle up here in the sky. However, BORNWALD still down here picking his nose. See, Captain Roy on fire, maneuvering engines on fire, main engine down, tail gun on fire, balloons on fire, hulls on fire, everything's on fire. Let's roast marshmallows. Let's see, Pogostick just doing an amazing job right now of keeping Gentleman's Teabag's weapons out of commission, keeping itself in a good position at all times. Just Pogostick's captain is truly, truly amazing at what he's doing. I've actually haven't seen a Squid pilot that's this good in a while. Look at that, just keeping the weapons still down. Here comes the Galleon, Lady Gash with the Manticorn fire and the Lumberjack, knocking Gentleman's Teabag's balloons down. Gentleman's Teabag starts losing some altitude. We're seeing a hell of a lot of fire coming in. Gentleman's Teabag completely unable to defend itself. Engineers completely overwhelmed, not able to keep those balloons up. Just the amount of flamethrower, the amount of everything being dished out at him. Just nothing he can do. Unless Silly Sauce is coming and save him, but I don't think he's fast enough to get in there. Gentleman's Teabag, the engineer is doing an extremely good job of keeping the armor up. However, they're gonna get a bounce in, and that might be the end of the story for the Gentleman's Teabag. Ooh, oh my, they actually got the balloons up right on the nick of time. Then you get a bounce in. With those Lumberjacks and that Manticorn fire from Lady Gash, keeping the Gentleman's Teabag on the ground. Gentleman's Teabag taking advantage of the smoke right now, keeping its head down. However, still being chased down by Lady Sash. Now, let's see. Silly Sauce getting into a bit of a fight with the Behemoth. However, the Behemoth with those Lumberjacks will not be able to hurt him at this range. Ooh, the Pogostick coming in with the flamethrowers. Just again, being a good ass pilot. Keeping the weapons down on Silly Sauce. Showing them what he's got. Bringing all the boys to the yard. Gentleman's Teabag still being chased down by Lady Gash. They did a pretty good job of recovering that. However, the hole's at 25%. This is looking grim. Ooh, what are we seeing here? Captain Roy setting the ship on his full frontal side. Field gun manned. Everything's manned. Ooh, shot missed the field gun. That's really gonna hurt. Let's see what's gonna happen here. Ooh, Lady Sash not in position at all, in fact. I think they're going in for a ram. Yes, they are. However, no luck, gets shut down before they manage to ram. That is some crazy battling right now. Just the amount of captaining being dished out left and right is fucking giving me vertigo. Captain Roy keeping the gentleman's teabag alive. Insane during that entire battle. If only Pogostick would have stuck it through, stayed on the gentleman's teabag, they would have been shut down. However, that did not happen, and the gentleman's teabag made a hell of a comeback. BORNWALD still down there, picking his nose, probably picking the rest of his crew's nose. I hope he likes some salty. Silly Sauce still in a duel with that lumberjack Behemoth. Behemoth again not being able to use its range. I mean, seriously, you think by now that captain would have understood that you gotta be pretty close to use those lumberjacks. Yeah, the brave efforts of the Vade Ocious picking your fucking nose down there, dick. Gentleman's Teabag getting back into the action, starts waiting on the Behemoth. Never mind, Behemoth actually pretty well hidden. In fact, they're gonna take some more revenge out on the poor Lady GASH. Let's see. Ooh, this is a very good position here for the Pogostick. Pogostick flying under the radar at this point, trying to actually hide itself in the wreckage. I don't know what Pogostick is doing, but if he doesn't get out of there, he's gonna bounce. I don't think... Oh, he's gonna try to go into the GASH. I don't think he can do it. I don't think... Oh, man. Look at this captaining going on. Just sneaking through, trying to get in. Oh, man, that is fucking insane. Pogostick's captain is showing the amount of balls he fucking has. BORNWALD has no idea that he's actually being chased down by the Pogostick. This is just amazing here. Of course, I know BORNWALD's probably hearing this, so he's being a piece of fucking shit and already moving to his positioning. However, he's in a very bad spot right now. Pogostick seems to be having a bit of trouble getting to position. They're gonna try to get in. Just BORNWALD in the completely wrong side, unable to use any of his weapons. Here comes the flamethrower for Pogostick, setting ablaze BORNWALD and his boogers. Oh man, this is just a bad spot. This is just a bad spot for BORNWALD and the old day Ocious. Ooh, the ram going backwards, and BORNWALD goes down. Suck that, asshole. Pogostick showing that he's got the bigger balls of the two squids. Ooh, Pogostick taking some damage. Pogostick better climb out of that. Pogostick going down himself. Sadly, it was just sad. Pogostick almost able to recap Blue Point. Blue Point, I believe, is actually being capped right now by Red Team again. No, it's actually all raced to the cap point. Silly Sauce being the closest ship of the bunch. This is turning into a pretty crazy battle. Oh man, BORNWALD gets fucking shot in the mouth by Pogostick. Pogostick probably paying attention to the broadcast, or probably figured out just crazy captaining coming from this fucking squid. I would love to be part of this crew someday. Or, you know, when I'm not in Captain Roy's crew. But whatever, back to the action. Red Team able to get into the cap point first. Very, very, very close. Just few more points left from the win. I really, really hope they're able to just come back from it. I don't think they are. There's only 5 points left. And that should be the end of the battle. That was a hell of a battle coming in from Red Team and Blue Team. Blue Team's Lady GASH, Behemoth, and specifically the Pogostick showing up. Silly Sauce, Gentleman's Teabag, and Vade Ocious in a test of might. Just crazy, crazy all around.